It's me. Hello. It's me. Hello. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Hey. It's your girl. I'm back again. We the little one. That's what I'm hearing. Remember that time is fluid. So whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone's. So please only take what resonates and leave the rest. This is some entertainment. School's in. Let's see what's going on here. Spirit, what is the energy for the collective? Please and thank you. Today is January 20th. It's 12:16 p.m. Lunch break. Lunchtime. Everybody back to work today? Yeah, holiday's over. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's well. I was up early this morning, right? All I did was wash my face. That's all I was able to do. And have my tea. I'll start doing more of that. Because I sit with, and I pull cards, whenever I feel like it. But I don't always feel like wanting to record. You know what I mean? I just be being nosy. What's the energy? Especially when I'm getting, projected energy on me, like I'm good, right? So there ain't nothing going on. I ain't got no issues with nobody, you know what I mean? So why would I be feeling like this energy? So I pull cards just to see, get a little insight. But we're gonna pull something. What's the message, Spirit? Okay. We got the Three of Swords. All right. So this is some kind of revelation. You could be getting some kind of revelation about something that may have caused you some kind of pain, upheaval, severance. I'm hearing severing ties. Maybe Spirit is trying to show you why you had to sever ties. You're getting a revelation. I heard a cheat code. Okay. Well, we got the Apprentice is the Page of Cups. It's in the reverse. He's in the reverse. Yeah, this was some kind of purposeful attack. It was you're seeing that somebody did something purposely to make you feel a certain way. It was, yeah. That's the revelation with this Three of Swords, with this heartbreak energy. A Princess of Cups, Page of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody that didn't give you an offer. They didn't give you an apology. Six of Wands. Somebody wanted to have some kind of success. Or you're having success. Okay, with this revelation, you understand now. You see what's happening. You may have been confused about somebody's action, somebody's behavior towards you, right? Couldn't understand. Why they acting like that towards me? You know what I mean? Yeah. Caused you some pain. Yeah. Because, especially if it's somebody that you're vulnerable with, right? A loved one, a lover. Let me see. Oh, Seeker of Swords. Knight of Swords. This is somebody that I heard they're not learning the lessons. They're not looking for clarity. They're not looking to make things right. You see, whatever somebody's actions were intentional. You may now feel like that, this person is not who you thought they were. Let me see. Four Swords in reverse. Yeah, respite. You realize that there's some kind of change too that's happening. Give me one more, Spirit. We gave me two. Six of Cups in the reverse. The Devil. Ooh, child. Yes, sir. Yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. This is a connection. Yeah, a past connection. The Devil in reverse. You had to release it. Somebody's bound. They got chains on their hands. Wow, somebody, I know I feel like somebody's going like this, like, I'm stuck. Wow. This is definitely somebody a connection of yours from the past, the recent past. Spirit said the moon in reverse. Ooh. Apprentice of Wands. Wow. Ten of Cups. Wow. This is somebody that was playing in spiritual energy. This is somebody that could have been calling on deities. I feel like this is somebody that didn't know what they were doing. They were trying something new. This is something they were researching and experimenting with. Ten of Cups in the reverse, the Seeker of Wands. Looking for information to take actions. Yeah. Swift action. Seeker of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody that was always looking for the bad, always looking for the worst, always trying to create drama. This is somebody that could have liked to see you cry. That's what I'm hearing. Let's get some of these first, then we get some of those. Let's get what's the gossip. Oh, past life. Look. That fell right out. That fell right out. Six of Cups in the reverse. Yep, this is a connection that you were in that was very toxic. Yes, I don't know with them hands looking like that. It's almost as if somebody saying they stuck, they can't get out of something that they've committed to, that they bound themselves to. They swore an oath to something. Ooh, child. Poker face, past life, right? You did not see this person. But behind the scenes, this person was, I don't know, somebody could have joined a cult. They could follow some kind of group that do sacrificial things. You know how these new age kids are, man. You know what I'm saying? Money moves. You making money moves out here. Yeah, you're making smart decisions, strategic investments. Yeah, you're making your money work for you. This is what you're realizing. I think I said this in another reading too. It's like you put down the pain, the heartache. You put down the expectations from this person or these people, whoever these Six of Cups is, in the reverse with the devil connected to them. Very toxic energy. Somebody could have bound themselves to something for money. What's going on here, Spirit? Somebody could focus a lot on money. You know, all the things that the devil promises. That's what this somebody has focused on. They want all the things that the devil promised. Some kind of gossip. Meanwhile, you're over here making money moves. You got the revelation that somebody was trying to trigger you. So you decided to take control of yourself and your emotions, right? You decided that no matter what tactics or what moves this person's made or these people make, you're not going to be moved by it. You see it. You know, if it ain't coming in love, then you know it's a fucking trap. Come on, Spirit. If it ain't coming in love, it's a trap. What's this? Deep. Look at this deep fake. It's in the reverse. Yeah, you see somebody now. You see them for who they are. You see somebody. Yeah. This is somebody that's a liar. Ooh, somebody lies a lot. They lie a lot. Yeah, this is somebody you can't believe shit they say. You cannot believe. Listen, Spirit said you can't believe shit this person says. No filter in the reverse. And the Spirit said a lie. I don't care who tell it. Brand new. In the reverse. Somebody's a deep fake. This is somebody that they did not show you no love. They didn't act like they cared about you behind your back. They may have, pretended to go along with you if they was around you. But you could always feel the energy was fucking cold. There was no emotion. There was no connection. No genuine, healthy connection to the situation. It's as if you guys were fucking tolerating each other. Okay? Take it how it resonates. I feel like you tolerated a lot of this person's bullshit. A lot of their lies, a lot of their manipulation and gaslighting, you know what I'm saying? Look, that's who it is, an energy vampire. Yeah. You realize that this person was a draining connection to you with the Six of Cups in the reverse? Absolutely. Toxic. What'd I say? I already said that. Yeah. You protecting your energy. Yep. And it's time to cut the cords, and I feel like that's what you did. When you cut the cord, you stop allowing this person's actions to trigger you, to trigger that part of you, right? That open part of you that you let this person in. And they was sucking it out. They was like a baby on a breast. Lesson learned. Come on now. You learned the fucking lesson. Life lesson. Thank you, Spirit. You gain wisdom from it. You completed a cycle. You grow from this. Yeah, they cannot charge from you no more. You cut the cord. Thank you, Spirit. You cut the cord. You realize you were showing compassion and love and nurture to someone that was not giving it back. But this is somebody that used to like to cause you disappointment. That's what I'm hearing. Disappointment. This is somebody that, listen, they was causing you a lot of disappointment and pain and sorrow. Come on, man. I heard hurting your feelings. Come on, Spirit. What else? You realize you learned the lesson. You overcame all those wands. 6 of Wands. Yes, you have victory. Yeah. As Spirit said that you realize you couldn't teach this person anything. And whatever you were teaching this person, they were using it against you. Thank you, Spirit. They were using it against you. Yeah, for their gain. That's what it was. Ooh, they was taking what you was teaching them and using it for themselves as if, they had came up with the ideas. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Look at this. So somebody was draining you of your resources and shit and using it to build themselves up. Okay? Ooh, okay, Spirit, let me take these. What we got here? Influencer status and shadow work. Look at this. Do you hear me? Ooh-wee, you did shadow work, baby. Yes, you did. You faced your hidden fears. Sometimes when we have to release people that are close to us, we often feel like we're doing the wrong thing because of social, right? How we were raised. Let's just call it what it is, right? And we feel like if we cut these cords that we're doing something wrong, but actually we're not doing anything wrong because when we came out the womb, they cut the fucking cord. So that meant your parent no longer could feed you. You had to learn how to eat. You cut the cords. And now for somebody to have to learn how to eat on their own, it ain't looking so bright. It don't look so easy anymore. Social recognition online, fame, power, influence, swipe up. So you're using the work that you've done in your shadow and your life lessons, and you're using it as an influence. So some of you could be on a platform, okay, where you share your experience, your strength, and your hope, right? Yeah, you got social recognition, and you share about the shadow work, facing your fears, exploring those dark emotions, right? And once we can see it in ourselves, and we can right our own wrongs, then when we see other people acting out, we know where it's coming from. We remember. We learn. We remember. So that's why you should have compassion and empathy for people when they're acting out like this, because you remember. That's what you're using your experience for, to help other people. What we got here? Hopeless romantic in the reverse. Maybe you were hopeless and very patient and hopeful that something will come of this situation, that it will right itself, but that's not the way it was planned. That's not the way it was meant to go. Somebody was supposed to, whatever you were teaching them, showing them, learning them, they were supposed to take that as a life lesson and to elevate themselves, right? And not just themselves, you. They were supposed to have your back. They were supposed to support you. They did not. right? They stole from you. What they used to call that? What they used to call that? It'll come to me. They stole from you, you know what I mean? And then it's like, ooh, somebody bit the hand that fed them. Somebody bit the hand that fed them. Yeah. And if this is somebody you really had a lot of love for, right? A lot of hope for, a lot of future, you know, ideas for you guys, then yeah, this person was not who you thought they were. They were a deep fake. This person is deep into whatever the fuck it is they do. All right, it's like it's ingrained in them at this point, right? Somebody could have the mark of the beast on them. What we got here? Inner child. Child, listen. Healing childhood wounds. Reconnecting with joy, playfulness, restored. Return to your innocence. Absolutely. Yes. This could be like something that's, you know, generational. You hear me? This could be generational with this inner child energy. This could be family. You know what I mean? It's all y'all knew, right? That's how, you know, it's always been done. That's how you was raised, right? Okay. What we got here? Yeah, unbothered. Yeah, you seem to be unbothered by this, but I feel like you're watching. You see what's going on in the background. You know what's going on. You know how people are going through and, you know, trying to blame each other. Because, see, you were the scapegoat. And when you removed yourself, it only left them motherfuckers to blame each other. So that's what could be going on around the scene, around the water coolers. You hear me? That now there's infighting. They're fighting each other now. They're fighting each other for the energy. Woo, child, come on. Now they're all trying to find that energy that you cut the cord. They're trying to find the energy that they can't find that energy anywhere from nobody. They've been seeking it. I'm telling you, you did some inner healing, and you stop allowing people to just siphon energy off of you. Spirit said you got the bag secured now. You are unbothered, and the bag is, you're achieving your goals. The Spirit said mission accomplished. Who, look, was that like something that you were, you know, ordained to be doing? It was already written that you would come into contact with these people, you would make these connections, you know what I'm saying, as a form of elevation for both. Not just for you. You had to learn lessons too, remember? Because it caused you pain before you let go. Thank you, Spirit. And that's the signal. The pain is the signal. The signal is time to stop. It's time to do something else. It's time to make a different move. Ooh, come on, Spirit. What's going on here? What's going on, Spirit? Yeah, you've achieved goals. You know, you got it. Yeah, you got things. You understand. You got the lesson. Thank you, Spirit. There it is right there. What we got here? Situationship. Yeah, you're no longer doing this. It's in the reverse. Unclear boundary. No, you made clear boundaries. This is, you are standing in who you are. You are sufficient. You understand now. Listen, I'm seeing somebody that has a lot of power. And you allow other people to siphon your energy. You allowed it because when you cut it off, you cut it off. All right, you had unconditional. You the hopeless romantic. You the hopeless nurturer. You see the best in everybody. But get back to what I'm saying. You always had the power, and you know that you always had the power to stand on your own. On a spiritual level, a physical level, but the emotional level, that's where those connections come with the humanness, right? Three of Swords, that's attached to our heart space, our emotions, right? Let me tell you something. Nothing grows without water. You had to realize where your power lies. You know, you don't like to hurt people. You don't like to see people suffering because that's where your heart space is. And it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what they've done. Right? You're not the type that could turn your back on anybody that's asking for help. You hear me? Genuine help. Okay? You learn to distinguish between genuine help and energy vampires. You know? And if you already tried to help these people and they continue to stay in that same place, baby, listen. Turn the faucet off. Turn the water off. Turn it off. Toxic love in the reverse, I promise. Turn it off. Pain disguises passion. It's not. I'm telling you, pain is the signal. Pain is the indicator light. The check engine light. Something ain't right. Blind dates. People you don't know. You realize you didn't know who the hell you was dealing with. Come on, Spirit. Self-care Sunday. Listen, it's time to take care of you. Give me one more. Can I get one more, Spirit, please, to close this line out? Please and thank you. Okay, what we got here? Sugar-coated. Sweet but deceptive words, empty compliments, hidden insults, too good to be true. Yeah, you realize, you figured it out. You're making retirement goals. Look, and it's cuffing season. And it's cuffing season. I don't know what that means for y'all, but we ain't even gonna go there. But yeah, no more of that sugar-coated toxic love, right? It's like having sugar sprinkled on top of shit. I don't know why I said somebody trying to mask the odor. Somebody could have some kind of body odor. Go take a bath. Take you a nice salt bath. Put some baking soda in the water. That'll get all that dirt off of you. All that ickiness. Anyway, let's see. We got change on the bottom of the deck, and then we got the Knight of Wands. Somebody need to make a change. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Unfinished business. Yeah, you made a change. No more of that. No more of that. You already know. If this is about love, this is about people having to show up in the energy that they claim. Do you hear me? And the energy that they claim, grass is greener. Right? They're gonna have to start showing up as who they say they are. And you're like a hound. You can sniff that shit up. You can sniff out that lie. You can sniff out that weakness, right? You can sniff it out. The deception, the hidden parts, right? Because you've been there. You're a deep fake undercover. We got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Man, listen, what did I say? You can smell that shit. You got your own. You good by yourself, right? You learn how to love yourself and take care of yourself and respect yourself just like you respect other people. When them Knight of Cups come around, listen, you can smell that shit. You could, all right, come on out. You can smell that. Look, Two of Swords. What? Oh, it's closed. All right, let's go. Two of Pentacles. Money confusion, juggling two situations or ideas. Yeah, you know that there's not going to be any stability. You know that especially when they come to you and they're not really clear on the closure 23 of their past. They always holding on to the past. And Spirit says sometimes they like to use you as bait. You know, as bait to cause confusion with the ex. Mystery, but you're a mystery. Ooh, child, you mysterious. I'm here. They some people could think you're a witch. They could think you could be very spiritual. They could see you as very witchy, but besides the witchy part, but it's like you know shit. You hear me? You know shit. It's all human nature. You just got, sometimes when we be by ourselves, all we have is to study other people. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you've been hurt. Shit, nigga, I want to know what the fuck you here for. You know what I'm saying? So we can nip this shit in the bud. You know? What we got here? King of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, this is a man child. Yeah. With right on top of situationship. Yeah, toxic love. Yes. Somebody didn't want to do the shadow work. They didn't want to grow up. Somebody thought that they could come towards you. And I feel like you let this person in your energy and and you gave them several opportunities. I feel like somebody thought they was pulling the wool over your eyes. Somebody thought they was gonna bait you. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna do you like they do everybody else, right? You gonna be in the roster, but you like, man, listen. I think somebody caught somebody off guard for sure. They got real comfortable. You showed somebody like, listen, it ain't really what you think it is. I'm just being nice. I'm trying to be vulnerable. I'm trying to allow you, in my life, but I see that you're stealing from me. Come on, Spirit. You're using me. You're treating me as if I'm stupid. Right? Spirit said they did not respect your gangster. They didn't respect your gangster. Ooh-wee. That you were self-made. Come on now. A made woman, a made man. Spirit said you are a made man or a made woman in the spirit world. Come on, man. Who child? What? Queen of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, child. And the King of Wands in the reverse. Come on now. Somebody thought you was going to be loose. Somebody thought that you was going to be loose. Somebody's dealing with a loose woman. A Queen of Wands and the King. Somebody could be married. Somebody's dealing with a loose partner. Toxic love. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Text message. Ace of Wands. Somebody want to text you talking about they want to try a new beginning. A Knight of Swords. They are liars. Seven of Pentacles, and they're not going to invest. Communication, news, phone call, direct message. It could come from the Queen of Wands. Take it out, resonate. Either from now this don't have, this is past connections. All right, so this is probably somebody's ex or somebody you may have dealt with in the past, or somebody maybe nothing even happened. You know what I mean? Because you smelt out the bullshit. Right? Listen, you smelt out the bullshit. Yeah. Well, or somebody definitely they really disappointed you. Right? You trusted somebody, they broke your trust. The fool, something I was gonna say you wish you hadn't taken that leap of faith, but how you gonna learn life lessons, right? If you don't take those leaps. Yeah, you had to do it. Yeah, and and that brought you back to going to do your inner child healing, right? Why are you so accepting of people in this kind of energy? And that has everything to do with how you was raised. All right? Some of y'all could have parents, siblings, family members that were very they lied. They would borrow your birthday money, never pay it back, And then if you said something about it, they'd be really harsh with you, you know what I'm saying? And then you stop saying it, right? And then you start to realize every time they wanted to borrow something, you knew you wasn't going to fucking get it back, right? But what could you say? You couldn't protest, right? Because you're a child. But you remember how it made you feel. That's the thing. You run into people that come around and they promise they're going to reciprocate the love and the nurturing, and then they don't. And then when you start to bring it up, they gaslight. And you shrink back, right? Like you did when you was a kid. Come on, Spirit. Because as a kid, you need your parents. You need those siblings. You need people to help to survive because you're a child, right? So you learn how to accept, people coming in and taking shit from you. But that change, baby, come on now. Yeah, regeneration, growth, metamorphosis, and cycle. You have transformed. You are not that person. You healed that inner child. So we can speak up for ourselves today. We ain't accepting that. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Wands. The Hangman. Yeah, you see somebody was in competition with you. A Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody that doesn't, they don't plan well. They don't save their money. They splurge on shit they can't afford. You know what I'm saying? Or if they can't afford it, it's like, it's just over. It's just over. It's like they can't hold on to any kind of money. They ain't got no real solid foundation, something they can depend on, they can grow from. You know what I mean? Bad. This is also somebody that likes they buy people. Thank you, Spirit. That could have been somebody that you were dealing with in your past. All right. Somebody that was money hungry, Spirit said. What's going on here? 7 of Wands in reverse. Somebody tried to steal something from you. Your hopes, your wishes, and your plans. Ooh, that's what they wanted to steal. Your hopes, your wishes, and your plans. And we closed. Spirit said we closed. Anyway, that's your message, y'all. I'm going to end it there. Yeah. You're not who they thought you were. All because of your loving, caring nature. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see y'all. Deuces, y'all stay up.